You know what's happening, don't you? Ah! Gotta be quick. But don't cut the quick, you know what I mean? Yeah. There you go. You did well. See? One paw done. Alright, so what you're gonna need when you trim your rabbit's nails is, of course, first a nail trimmer. But you're gonna need a pet nail trimmer or a cat nail trimmer because rabbit's nails are actually circular. So if you use nail clippers for humans actually have flat nails. So it's actually gonna crush and damage your rabbit's nails if you try to use a human nail clipper on their nails. So the second thing you need is a flashlight. So the flashlight helps you see where their nail is and makes it more visible, and also it actually lets you see through their nails so you can see the quick. So the quick is a nerve ending in their nails. If you cut them, it will bleed, and that's not very good and it's very painful for them. So be careful and try not to cut too close to it. Another thing you're gonna need is a towel or a blanket to cover the surface because rabbits feel uncomfortable when they have no traction on their feet, and a soft surface would help them feel more comfortable up there. And the last thing you're going to need is a high surface or a table where they won't be able to jump off of. The high surface just allows them not to jump off of it, but supervise them because they might still try to jump and seriously injure themselves. First thing to know is rabbits have 5 nails in the front paws and only 4 in their back paws. They have 4 nails and then 1 dew claw underneath. I usually start with their paws that are away from my body, and I try not to lift up their paws too high because they get a bit panicky when you do that. Especially with their back feet, they always panic when their hind feet aren't on the ground, so make sure you don't lift it up too high. And they should be quite fine with that. With the paws that are closest to my body, it's easier for me to see. When I lift up the upper half of their body, I can see their foot that's closest to my body and the paw that is closest to my body as well. And I like to put the flashlight underneath so I can see everything well, and I just try to do it as quickly as possible. The way I position my body when I'm trimming their nails is I'll have one of their heads kind of creviced in my elbow, or sometimes my hair covers their eyes or something like that. And I like to do this position because I don't know if any of you have seen the vet do it as well, but in my vet, when they lift up the bunnies, they usually cover their heads when they're taking them to different rooms because apparently it calms them down. So I find when I do their back paws, it's easier for me to kind of cover their face with one of my elbows and then go for their back paw because they're a bit more sensitive with their hind legs. I'm just going to give you my tips for especially squirmy rabbits, which my rabbits are. The first tip is make sure you have a lot of treats on hand and give your rabbit lots of pets. Just helps them feel more comfortable, so you'll see that I pause and sometimes just give them lots of pets because they start panicking. You know they're mad when they won't eat the treat. Eat it! Fine, he's grumpy. He's a grumpy boy. Another tip is to do it as quickly as possible because if you can see in the footage, I don't like to take my time doing this because you can see that they have very stressed out behaviors, they have wide eyes, they have rapid breathing, so I try to do it really quickly and try not to put them through it for too long. But in doing it quickly, you have to be a lot safer. So my third tip is if you're too scared to get too close to their quick, it's alright to just cut the tip of their nails, which is what I do because sometimes, if you can see in the footage, Milky will just jump out of my hands and I'm not even near his quick at all, so it might seriously injure him if I try to go too close to his quick and then he moves. I just try to cut the tip of his nail really quickly. Another tip, if you're scared that your rabbit will flinch like that, you can give them a warning by first pressing down before you actually cut. So they have a chance to withdraw their paw if you're too close. They may just also do it because a piece of fur is caught underneath as well when you're trimming. So you can see that with my rabbits. I was nowhere near the quick because I don't even try to go near it, but they will flinch and they will take their paw back. So if you're worried about cutting their quick every time like I am, just press and make an indent before you actually cut. The main thing is to feel confident because your rabbit will probably be scared. Apparently they can sense how you feel. I don't know, somebody said that once. These tips, not getting too close to the quick, it helps me be more confident when I'm cutting their nails, and it helps me do it as quickly as possible so they don't get too stressed. I hope that was helpful for you guys who struggle to cut your bunny's nails. I'll link more resources below who were quite helpful. I got that flashlight tip from 101 Rabbits. You just have to try all these different methods and see what works for your rabbits. This is what works for me, especially since my rabbits are squirmy, and if yours are the same as mine, I hope you can finally gain the confidence to clip their nails because I was very scared to do it.